you using this computer? Okay, I'll move it down here then. This here. Just set it there. Nice and easy for me to read and see. Third middle, fourth middle, fifth middle, sixth top, and seventh
State tournament. Don't know if you heard today, Chippewa was eliminated from the tournament 19-1 by Eau Claire. I'll give you a box in case you didn't get one. Eau Claire was a visitor. They had 1 run in the first, 7 in the second, 0 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 0 in the sixth, 9 in the seventh, 19 runs, 22 hits, 0 errors. Chippewa Falls scored their run in the Cells, SELZ, went 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 5. Losing pitcher was Nolan Hutzler with 1 2/3 innings, gave up 7 hits, 8 runs, 8 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 3. Leading hitters for Eau Claire, K-G-A-B-E, O'Brien, O-apostrophe B-R-I, double and 3 RBIs. Cooper, C-O-O-P-E-R, Pankey, K-P-A-N-K-E, was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Carter, C-A-R-T-E-R, Hesselman, H-E-S-S-E-L-M-A-N, was 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, and a double. Logan, L-G-A-N, Rasmussen, R-A-S-M-U-S-S-E-N, was 3 for 4 with 3 runs scored, a double, and 2 RBIs. For Chippewa Falls, their hitters were Riley Freed, 3 for 3 with a run scored, a double, a home run, and an RBI, and Nolan Hutzler, 1 for 3 with a double. Record, Eau Claire 20 and 14, and they advance on to tournament. Chippewa Falls now 17 and 10. Big inning was a 7-run second inning for for Eau Claire, highlighted in that inning by a 2-run homer by Cooper Kapanke. Other hits in that inning were, let's see, a bases clearing double by Gabe O'Brien. That came first. And then we had an RBI single by Connor Stoik. Another run scored on an RBI single by Ethan Kelberg, and then the 2-run homer by Cooper Kapanke. That made it 8-0 at that point. Chippewa got their run in the second on a home run by Riley Freed. Eau Claire advances in the tournament, and I'm sure you know Chippewa lost on Friday night by a final score of 7-1 to Wisconsin Rapids. If you need anything on that one, give me a call at my cell, 715-828-5524. Thanks, Travis. Bye.
I think I can pronounce all the words. It's always a plus.
drop it down to 320. Like Dan had it. It shouldn't be jumping that way. Still feel good? Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a late day American Legion Baseball Class AAA State Tournament here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, and we are getting ready for the final game of the day. And Wisconsin Rapids, with the most wins in the field, will take on Appleton, which has the best winning percentage in the field. So we are expecting a great game today in the finale of the day, and we are just a few minutes away from getting going. Wisconsin Rapids, the Stevens Point regional champion, comes into today with a 26-8 record. The Rangers opened up play yesterday with a 7-1 win over host Chippewa Falls. Appleton comes in with a 24-4 record, and Appleton is the winner of the Appleton Regional, where it battled back through the losers bracket after losing its second game in the regional, and then came back to win 3 straight, including the final 2 over De Pere, to advance to the state. Wisconsin Rapids, managed by Court Halber, and Appleton by Don Hawkins. In earlier action today, in Game 1, actually Game 5 of the tournament, which started at 10 o'clock this morning, Oconomowoc defeated Marinette 5-2. That eliminated Marinette from the tournament with its second loss. In game number 2 today, Eau Claire stopped Chippewa Falls 19-1 as it scored 9 runs in the top of the 7th inning, and that eliminated Chippewa Falls. In the third game of the day, which finished about 45 minutes ago, Oshkosh, a walk-off 4-3 victory over Rock County. Oshkosh won when a sacrifice bunt was put down with a runner at first, and the throw to first base was tossed into right field, and the runner scored all the way from first with the game-ending run. So that's where we stand going into this one now tonight. Again, Wisconsin Rapids 26-8 against Appleton 24-4.
Good afternoon and welcome.
The teams played 2 games this year, and they played a doubleheader at Wisconsin Rapids on June 29th. Appleton won the first game 3-1, and Wisconsin Rapids won the nightcap that day 9-4. After that loss by Appleton, it went on an 11-game winning streak before losing to De Pere in the second game of the Appleton Regional. So again, we are expecting a very good game from 2 quality teams here. Just looking at the schedule, tomorrow 3 games slated. The first game at 10 o'clock will match Eau Claire against Rock County, and that will be an elimination game. The second game tomorrow will match Oconomowoc against the loser of this Wisconsin Rapids-Appleton game. And the last game on Sunday will be at 3 o'clock, and that will pit Oshkosh against the winner of the Wisconsin Rapids-Appleton game. Appleton again coming in with a 26-8 record, champions of the Stevens Point Regional. In the regional, the Rangers beat Merrill 6-2, followed by a 5-4 win over tournament favorite Plover. Wisconsin Rapids then lost to Marshfield 3-2, but defeated Stevens Point 2-1 in the final game to advance. Appleton advanced to the state tournament out of its own regional. It beat the Appleton Doubledays 10-1 in the first game, then lost 1-0 to De Pere, and then Appleton bounced back from that by winning 3 straight games. It beat Kimberly 8-5. Appleton scored 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning to erase a 5-4 deficit to get here. De Pere had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out before Zach Weisberger got a strikeout and a ground out on the pitcher's mound to end the game and allow Appleton to advance. The 2 managers have had their home plate conference. Appleton has taken the field, and we are about set for baseball.
is open for your
Caleb Kromenacher will lead off and play left field for Wisconsin Rapids. Jack Wenzel is in the 2-hole. He will be the designated hitter. The third hitter is Donovan Brandel. He'll play first base. Cleanup batter is Josh Zwicky, and he'll do the catching. Nathan Kromenacher bats fifth and will play in right field. Garrett Huber bats sixth and play in center field. Cody Bradel back in the starting lineup will bat seventh and play second base. He's coming back after suffering a broken nose 7 to 10 days ago. The 8th batter is Jake Whipfley. He'll be at shortstop, and Gabe Zwicky bats ninth and will be at third base. The pitcher for Wisconsin Rapids, and being hit for by Jack Wenzel, is Ethan Peters. Peters is undefeated on the season, has an ERA of about 1.00. So Wisconsin Rapids feeling pretty good about its starting pitcher today. The lineup for Appleton: Aaron Riley. Bubba Thompson is the cleanup batter. He's at shortstop, followed by Wes Summers doing the catching. Ben Babich is sixth in left field. Carson Colby seventh at first base. The 8th hitter is Brennan Sinoweth at second base, and Max Martine is the third baseman. He will bat in the 9 spot. So that is where we are, and we are about ready to play baseball. The first pitch coming up from TJ Van Eppern, as Caleb Kromenacher steps in and takes a called strike one, and we are underway from Casper Park here in Chippewa Falls, the final game of the day in the Class AAA American Legion State Tournament. And ball one now, evens the count on Kromenacher. And that's a little bit low. So Kromenacher now ahead in the count, 2-1. Again, we are just underway. Caleb Kromenacher, the leadoff batter in the game. Swings and fouls that one back to even the count now at 2-2. Again, Wisconsin Rapids comes in with the most wins in the tournament. The Rangers are 26-8. Appleton has the best winning percentage in the tournament at 24-4, so we're expecting a high-level game here in the winners bracket between these two teams. And Caleb Kromenacher looks a little bit inside as the count runs full now. And here's the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to second, picked up there by Brennan Chenoweth, and he throws on to first for the out, and there's one down in the top of the first inning for Wisconsin Rapids. That brings up Jack Wenzel. He'll be doing the DHing in the game. He is hitting for the pitcher, Ethan Peters. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Oconomowoc, Eau Claire, and Oshkosh, the previous winners today. This is the final game of day 2. Ball outside. And that is outside, 2-1 now. Fouled back, evens the count at 2-2. Tapper foul, remains 2-2. The opening day of the tournament yesterday was delayed about 30 minutes at the outset by some morning rain, but they did get all 4 games in. the last game of the day, starting about 2 hours late. Wisconsin Rapids in that one, defeating Chippewa Falls 7-1. And there's a ball, full count now. Beautiful day today. It's 84 degrees right now. There's been blue skies, all white puffy clouds. Great day for baseball. Tapper back to Van Eppern, and he fields and throws on to first for the out. So 2 up, 2 down for the Rangers here in the top of the first inning.
Batting third, number 27.
And that brings up Donovan Brandel, the first baseman.
Donovan Brandel.
Brandel, left-handed hitter, facing the right-handed throwing TJ Van Eppern. And he looks at a called strike one. There's strike two. Wisconsin Rapids will play just one game tomorrow, whether it wins or loses this game. If it wins, it will play at 3 o'clock. If it loses today, it'll play at 12:30 tomorrow. And there's a called strike three at the knees. So Donovan Brandel down on strikes, and that takes care of the Rangers in the top of the first. Appleton comes to bat, and we are scoreless.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Create the outdoor oasis you've been dreaming of by contacting the Water Quality Store in Wisconsin Rapids. The Water Quality Store is Central Wisconsin's exclusive jacuzzi brand hot tub dealer. See the showroom on South 8th Street for multiple models you can test out today. Free estimates and professional installation will get you the perfect hot tub. Plus, get your water chemicals at the Water Quality Store in Wisconsin Rapids. Go to waterqualitystore.com. And we move to the bottom of the first inning. Appleton coming up to take its swings after Wisconsin Rapids went down in order in the top of the first inning. And it'll be Aaron Ryland leading off, the center fielder for Appleton. He'll be followed in order by TJ Van Eppern, the pitcher, and Will Monroe, the right fielder. Appleton again 24-4 this season after opening yesterday's action with a 4-3 victory over Eau Claire.
Leading off for the
Wisconsin Rapids is 26-8.
Aaron Ryland.
The Rangers have the most wins among the 8 teams in the state tournament field. And Ethan Peters are ready to go now. The left-hander fires a ball to leadoff batter Aaron Ryland. There's a strike. Peters spent this past year at Loras College in Iowa. He pitched on the baseball team there. Appeared in 9 games through 18 innings and had 12 strikeouts in those 18 innings. He's an Assumption Catholic High School graduate, played 3 years on the varsity for Coach Ryan Hartman. 1-2 now, the count on Ryland. Fouls that back. Time called at the plate. So we'll reset. It's 1-2 on Ryland. And that pitch is way high for a ball, evens the count. Fouled back to the screen. Again, we are in the bottom of the first inning. Ryland is the first batter for Appleton. And he looks at a ball outside. Full count now. Peters trying to prevent that leadoff batter from reaching base. And that pitch is high for ball 4. So Ryland walks, and Appleton has a base runner with nobody out. Appleton is making its 37th appearance in the state tournament. The last time was in 2012. Appleton has won 7 state titles: 1932, 1944, 79, 90, 91, 93, and 94. Squares to bunt, a TJ Van Eppern, and it's fielded there by Peters out in front of the plate, and he throws on to first for the out. So the sacrifice bunt is completed, and Appleton gets a runner into scoring position at second base with 1 out, and that brings up Will Monroe, the right fielder. So Appleton had quite a juggernaut there in the early 1990s, winning 4 state championships in a period of 5 years. Wisconsin Rapids has been to the state tournament 22 times, the last time 10 years ago in 2009. The Rangers have 3 state titles: 1936, 1988, and 1995. Monroe fouls the first pitch back. Bottom of the first inning, Aaron Ryland, the runner out at second base with 1 down. He opened with a walk and was sacrificed to second. And a curveball goes inside from Peters to even the count at 1-1. Hit on the ground and stabbed by Peters. And he makes the throw to first for out number 2. So a nice play by Ethan Peters to grab that ball, prevent it from possibly going into center field. That brings up Bubba Thompson now, the cleanup batter. 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. No score between Wisconsin Rapids and Appleton. Bubba Thompson is the Appleton shortstop, doing a little housekeeping in the batter's box as he steps in. And he takes a pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Popped foul and out of play. After this game, we will only have 2 unbeaten teams left in the tournament. Oshkosh is 1, and the winner of this game is the other, or will be the other. And that winner's bracket game will be played at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. It's the last of 3 games tomorrow. Up a little bit high, and it's 3-1 now on Thompson. Again, these teams have some reference with each other. They played a doubleheader in Wisconsin Rapids back earlier this month. They split the 2 games. There's a strike at the knees, and the count is full. Appleton won game 1 3-1, and Wisconsin Rapids came back to take the nightcaps into 4. That was actually on June 29th. So about a month ago. And a ball hit right back through the middle and off Peters' glove arm as it glanced his forearm area and went into center field for a hit. So that is the first hit of the game, and it gives Appleton a 1-0 lead over the Rangers. And Court Halber, the Wisconsin Rapids manager, coming out to have a look at Peters. Peters says he's okay. And Court goes back to the dugout.
Batting fifth, number 2, the catcher.
And the catcher, Wes Summers, comes to the plate now for Appleton. Appleton now leading 1-0 over Wisconsin Rapids. We're in the bottom of the first inning with 2 outs. And going at first is Thompson, and the throw gets into center field, so a stolen base for Thompson. And now Appleton with a runner on second base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch was a ball. Wes Summers, the catcher, at the plate. And he fouls that pitch off. Evens the count now at 1-1. Popped to second, and going out is Cody Bradle. Coming in, Nathan Kromenacher, the right fielder, and neither could get to the ball as it was perfectly placed and blooped in there for a single, so that brings in another run as Bubba Thompson scores on the Summers hit, and Appleton now leads 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. That was just a little flare off the handle of the bat, and at first I thought it was going to be an easy catch for Bradle at second, but the ball carried a little bit out into short right field, and it dropped there for a hit. That brings up Ben Babich now with 2 outs, and Wes Summers, the runner on at first, and there's a ball hit in a similar spot out there, but a little bit farther, and that allows Garrett Huber to come running in from center field to make the catch. So that ends the inning for Appleton, but it scores 2 runs, and after 1 complete, it's Appleton 2, Wisconsin Rapids 0.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Pancakes, all-you-can-eat pancakes at Pittsville Cafe on Sundays from 7 to 1, and great food all week long. Open weekdays 6 a.m. Make Pittsville Cafe your stop for coffee and breakfast, then be on your way to a great deal. Daily lunch and dinner specials make your day complete at Pittsville Cafe. See Pittsville Cafe in downtown Pittsville and on Facebook. Wisconsin Rapids coming to bat here in the top of the second inning, trailing 2-0 as Appleton scratched out a couple of runs off Wisconsin Rapids pitcher Ethan Peters. Two hits in that inning, neither of them especially hit hard, but the placement was good. The first hit was off Peters' right arm. His non-pitching arm glanced off the arm and into center field, and the second hit was a Texas leaguer that fell in short right field for a hit. Josh Zwicky now leading off for the Rangers here in the top of the second. Wisconsin Rapids went down in order in the first. Zwicky is the catcher, and he looks at a called strike one. Hit sharply to third, and unable to come up with it there is Max Martine, the third baseman, and the ball rolls into left field. And that will allow Josh Zwicky to reach first.
Batting fifth, number 18, the right fielder, Nathan Krummenacher.
With a base hit, the first hit of the game for Wisconsin Rapids. Ball was hit hard, and it looked like it took kind of a quick hop that the third baseman Martine wasn't expecting. So Nathan Krummenacher now comes up, left-handed swinger, and he looks at a ball low. TJ Van Eperen, the pitcher for Appleton. Wisconsin Rapids with its first hit of the game. Appleton has two. Hit on the ground to second. Zwicky had to stop and let it go past him, and it's fielded there by Brennan Chenoweth, and he throws on to first for the out, and Zwicky advances to second base on the play. So one down for the Rangers here in the
Number 14, the center
top of the
fielder,
second inning.
Garrett Huber.
And that'll bring up Garrett Huber, the center fielder. Popped out of play on the first offering. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2 now on Huber. Wisconsin Rapids has a 3-1 record against teams in the state tournament field. Again, the split with Appleton. Wisconsin Rapids beat Oshkosh 3-2 on a walk-off hit by Josh Zwicky in the Stevens Point Firecracker Classic. And Wisconsin Rapids also beat Chippewa Falls yesterday in its first game in the state tournament. 0-2 the count on Huber. Checks his swing on a pitch in the dirt. One down. We're in the top of the second inning. Wisconsin Rapids has a runner, Josh Zwicky, in scoring position at second base. And there's a pretty close pitch that is called a ball. Apparently just a tad outside. I'm not sure where that was, but it was very close. And Huber takes it, and the count now is 2-2. Big hole between the first baseman and the second baseman. The second baseman is holding Zwicky on out there. And if Huber could punch one into that 85-foot gap in the infield, he would have a hit and possibly an RBI. And a swing and a miss for strike three. So two down now in the Wisconsin Rapids second inning. Zwicky still out at second base, and Cody Bradle, the second baseman,
Number 11, the second baseman,
coming to bat. Bradle suffered a broken nose about 10 days ago and thought his season would be over, but he is back playing. And no doubt motivated to have a good state tournament. after originally being thought that his season was over. There's a curveball for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Second baseman Brennan Chenoweth continues to hold Zwicky very closely out there at second. And another strike. It's 1-2 now. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. So that is the third out. It takes care of Wisconsin Rapids here in the top of the second inning. 1 hit and they strand a runner. So after 1.5, it's Appleton 2, Wisconsin Rapids nothing.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Pitches in that inning for TJ Van Eperen.
Bullseye Sports is at 1201 South Central Avenue in Marshfield and is your place for bows, arrows, guns, ammunition, hunting apparel, and much more. Bullseye Sports services what they sell and even what they don't. See the talented team at Bullseye Sports and schedule time at the indoor archery range and video range that allows good beginner practice all the way to league play. Bullseye Sports, celebrating 20 years in business. Appleton coming to bat here in the bottom of the second inning. It has a 2-0 lead over Wisconsin Rapids. A couple of hits for Appleton in the first inning produced the 2 runs.
For Appleton, leading off, batting 7th.
And Carson Colby, the first baseman, will lead it off here in the second for Appleton. Ethan Peters delivers ball 1 to Colby. And there's a foul tip for a strike. Swing and a miss, and Peters now ahead, 1-2. There's a ball to even the count. Hit catcher Josh Zwicky, and he's shaking it off. Appleton.
Brennan Chenoweth.
And we're expecting a very competitive game record.
Batting 9th, number 10, the third baseman, Max Martini.
Max Martine, the Appleton third baseman, the number 9 hitter in the order, comes up now with 1 out. And Chenoweth, the runner at first base. And he squares to bunt, bunts it in the air and foul over toward the first base coach for strike 1. We'll see if the sacrifice bunt is still on here with 1 out. Does not square and takes a called strike as Ethan Peters now jumps ahead 0-2 in the count. Fastball hit in the air to left center, and that is trouble. It is 1 hop to the fence out there at the 350 mark. And Martine standing up at second base with a double as Chenoweth goes to third. So 2 runners in scoring position now with just 1 out for Appleton. He hit that ball hard. The infielders were playing pretty shallow and had no chance to get back there and make the catch.
Center fielder Aaron Ryland.
That ball hit in front of the fence. And Aaron Ryland now the top of the batting order for Appleton. He walked his first time up. Scored the first run of the game. He squares to bunt and pulls it back and fouls a pitch off for strike one. Peters working from the windup. Chopped down the third base line. Fielded there by Gabe Zwicky and cannot get the out at first. A very difficult play. That ball was not hit very hard. And Ryland beats it out for a bunt as the runners stay put. And now the bases are loaded for Appleton here in the bottom of the second with just one out.
Pitcher TJ Van Eperen.
So bases loaded, one out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And TJ Van Eperen, the pitcher and the number 2 batter in the Appleton order, comes to the plate. He put down a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Fouls this pitch off. So Wisconsin Rapids in a jam here in the second inning. Peters trying to work out of major trouble. Bases loaded, one out, and the number 2 batter in the Appleton lineup is at the plate. Zwicky at third and Donovan Brandel at first are both up on the infield grass, so they will come home if the ball's hit to them. Whipley at short and Bradel at second, back at double play depth, looking for a ground ball that could end the inning. Fouled back, and it's a 1-2 now on Van Eperen. In the dirt and back to the screen. And here comes Chenoweth from third to score on that wild pitch. And now it's 3-0 Appleton as the other base runners move up a base. So wild pitch brings in the run and advances the other 2 runners to second and third now. Still one out. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the batter, TJ Van Eperen. Martine at third, Ryland at second. And there's a shot into center field. It's going to score 1 run, and here comes Ryland being waved around from second, and he scores to make it 5-0 Appleton now in the bottom of the second inning. So Wisconsin Rapids unable to get or make a couple of key pitches, a couple of key plays, and Appleton has struck for 3 runs now
Right fielder
to
Monroe.
command an early 5-0 lead. 6 hits for Appleton. Will Monroe, the right fielder and number 3 hitter in the lineup, comes up. He grounded out in the first inning. Swings and misses at the first pitch. So Wisconsin Rapids is going to have to be on the comeback trail early in today's game, trailing 5-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Peters ahead in the count. Fouled back. Van Eperen getting a modest lead over there at first base with the left-handed Peters on the mound. in the air and fouled back out of play. So it's still 0-2 on Will Monroe. In the air to left field, moving back on it is Caleb Kromenacher, and he makes the catch for out number 2 here in the second inning.
Shortstop, Bubba Thompson.
So 2 down. Van Eperen remains at first base, and Bubba Thompson comes up, the shortstop. He singled and drove in the first run of the game in the first inning. Four more runs have crossed the plate since then, and it's 5-0 here in the bottom of the second with Appleton on top of Wisconsin Rapids. Hit into center field, and quickly over to get it is Garrett Huber, holding Thompson to a single. So Thompson is 2 for 2, and Van Eperen moves to second base on the play.
Catcher, Wes
And that brings up Wes Summers. He singled in the first inning to bring in the second run of the game. 2 down. Appleton leading Wisconsin Rapids 5-0 here in the bottom of the second inning, and Appleton with runners on first and second. Summers takes a ball. And it's ball 2. Hit down the left field line and foul. So 2-1 the count on Wes Summers. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. And that's a ball. 3-1 now. Hit foul over the Wisconsin Rapids dugout, and the count now is full. And with 2 outs, TJ Van Eperen at second and Bubba Thompson at first will be off with the pitch. And here's the payoff pitch. And a called strike 3 as Summers pounds his bat into the dirt and walks back to the dugout. But Appleton strikes for 3 runs here in the bottom of the second, and after 2 complete, Appleton leads Wisconsin Rapids 5-0.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Back here at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls, the Class AAA American Legion State Baseball Tournament. The final game of Day 2 being played right now between Wisconsin Rapids and Appleton. And Appleton leads the Rangers 5-0 going to the top of the third inning as the Rangers come to bat. Wisconsin Rapids opened the tournament last night with a 7-1 victory over Chippewa Falls. Appleton defeated Eau Claire yesterday 4-3 to advance to this game today. The winner of this game will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow against Oshkosh. The loser of this game will play at 12:30 tomorrow against Oconomowoc. And Jake Whipfley, the Rangers shortstop, will lead it off here in the top of the third. TJ Van Epperen still on the mound for Appleton, and he starts Whipfley out with a called strike. There's a ball hit right to the first baseman, Carson Colby. He grabs it on one hop and steps on the bag for out number 1.
Batting ninth, number 16, the third baseman, Gabe Zwicky.
That brings up Gabe Zwicky, the third baseman. He's the number 9 batter in the Rangers lineup. And a curveball hangs high for a ball. And that's low, 2-0 now. In the air to left field and fairly deep, going back, and he has run out of room. Ben Babich out there in left field for Appleton kept going and looking up, and the ball was ridden out of here by Gabe Zwicky for a solo home run, and that gets Wisconsin Rapids on the board, now trailing 5-1 here in the top of the third inning. The ball was hit pretty well by Zwicky, and it carried, and Babich kept looking up, and the ball disappeared beyond the left field fence out there. So 5-1, 1 out here in the third inning, and the top of the order is up now in Caleb Kramenacher, the left fielder. He grounded out in the first inning. Looks at a ball in the dirt. There's a strike. When Zwicky hit that ball, you could tell it was going to be over Babich's head. I wasn't sure it had enough to get out, but it did carry pretty well, and Babich kept running, the ball kept carrying, and Kramenacher hit right back to Van Epperen on the mound. And he makes the grab on one hop, throws to first for the out. So 2 down in the inning now.
Designated hitter, Jack Wenzel.
Jack Wenzel, the DH for the Rangers, coming up. He grounded out his first time up. Wisconsin Rapids with 2 hits. Appleton with 7. There's a ball. And a swing and a miss. Fouled back, and now Wenzel in the hole, 1-2. 2 down here in the Wisconsin Rapids third inning. Fouled straight back. Count remains 1-2. Hit down the left field line and hooking a little bit foul. So the count remains 1-2. 2 down in the Wisconsin Rapids second. Appleton with a 5-1 lead. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that takes care of the Rangers here in the third. But they get a run. And after 2.5 now, it's Appleton 5, Wisconsin Rapids 1.
And now the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
The Rivers Tavern and Restaurant in Marshfield is open 7 days a week. The Rivers has a full menu of appetizers, entrees, salads, burgers, sandwiches, and desserts for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Rivers also offers you a large selection of wine, beer, and signature cocktails. The Rivers Tavern and Holiday Inn is ready for you in downtown Marshfield, and therivertavern.com. And a pitching change now as we go to the bottom of the third inning for Wisconsin Rapids. Tyler Beyer replaces Ethan Peters on the mound. Peters allowed 5 runs on 7 hits in the first 2 innings. So Tyler Beyer comes on in relief here to pitch in the third inning as Appleton comes to bat. Peters had pitched well all season. He was undefeated. His ERA was around 1.00, but he had trouble getting Appleton batters out in the 2 innings that he pitched. And Court Halber, the Wisconsin Rapids manager, makes the change to Tyler Beyer to see if he can hold them at bay and give the Rangers a chance to come back and win the game. There's a 2-bouncer out to shortstop, and Jake Whipfley handles it, throws to first for the out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the third for Appleton, which leads 5-1. Carson Colby now coming up. He struck out swinging his first time at bat. And Beyer throws a ball on the first pitch. There's a strike. And called strike 2 now. looks at a ball. Fouled back. Peters was in a little trouble pitch-wise, too, in those 2 innings. He threw 55 pitches in his 2 innings of work, so he wasn't going to last a long time in today's game at that rate. Colby looks at a ball, and the count is full now, 3-2. Hit hard right back at Beyer. He stops it with his stomach, I believe. The glove fell off his hand, and the ball dropped right in front of him. He picked it up and made the throw to first, and now Court Halbert coming out to check on his pitcher to see where it hit him and see if he's okay. It either hit him in the glove and ripped the glove off, or it hit him in the stomach and the glove fell off. Either way, he was able to pick it up and calmly make the throw to first base for the out. So a nice play there by Beyer to record that out. And that is 2 down now in the bottom of the 3rd for Appleton. And Brendan Chenoweth comes to the plate. He singled his previous time up. I suspect that ball probably hit Beyer in the glove. And that's why the glove fell off, and that's why he didn't get hurt. So a fortunate stop, and fortunate he didn't get injured. So everything works out okay, although he falls behind now on the next batter here, Chenoweth, 3-0. So maybe just a bit frazzled by that line drive that he somehow stopped. There's a strike, 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is now full on Brennan Chenoweth. See if Beyer can put him away for a 1-2-3 inning here. And he does with a called 3rd strike. So that takes care of Appleton in the bottom of the 3rd as Tyler Beyer comes on and works a very efficient 14-pitch inning. And after 3 complete now, it's Appleton 5, Wisconsin Rapids 1.
Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Show. I'm your host, Rachel.
Hey, welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski.
It's time for the Zaleski Sports Show 3 to see.
I'm in the house.
I'm in the house.
He's in the house. He's in the house.
Have a great week, everyone.
Go Sports! Baltus Convenience Stores says, go Blue Devils! Baltus Convenience Stores also says, did you get your car a little dirty this past weekend? Great! Go to Baltus today and experience express wash, touchless, and even detailed car wash services. Baltus will have your car back in shiny, clean condition in just a matter of minutes. After your car is washed up, go inside your Baltus store for refreshing drinks, satisfying snacks, and many other items for your trip home or your next road trip. Baltus Convenience Stores with locations in Stratford, Wisconsin Rapids, and Marshfield.
Wisconsin Rapids coming to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. The Rangers trail Appleton 5-1 in this winner's bracket game of the Class AAA American Legion State Baseball Tournament. We are at Casper Field in Chippewa Falls on a beautiful day, sun shining all day long, blue skies. And it's going to be Donovan Brandel, the first baseman, leading off for the Rangers. He was called out on strikes his first time up after taking 3 straight pitches for called strikes. So Donovan seeking a little bit better at bat this time around. 5-1 Appleton. And the first pitch is high for a ball. And Brandel twists away from an inside pitch that is called a strike. Evens the count now at 1-1. Two and one now. And a swing and a miss on a low pitch. Evens the count at 2-2. Brandel stepping out of the box to give himself a little bit of a pep talk. And he hits the ball to left field. Going back on it is Babich, and he gets back there in time to make the catch for out number one.
The catcher, Josh Zwicky.
Josh Zwicky, the Rangers catcher, stepping in with one out. He singled in the second inning, leading off the second. Rangers could not get him around and score. The Rangers' run came in the third inning on a solo home run by Gabe Zwicky. Chopped too short. Picked up there by Bubba Thompson, and the throw over in time to get Zwicky with out number two.
Right fielder, Nathan Kromenacher.
That brings up Nathan Kromenacher. He grounded out in the second inning. And he looks high for ball one. In the air to left field. Coming in is Babich, and he makes the one-handed grab for the out. So 3 up, 3 down for the Rangers, and we go to the bottom of the fourth with Appleton holding a 5-1 lead.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Go, go, go to 8th Street Auto in Wisconsin Rapids for the cleanest vehicles in Wood County. See the complete 8th Street Auto inventory on South 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids and online at 8thstreetauto.com. That's 8thstreetauto.com with an 8. Drive home today in your vehicle from 8th Street Auto, open Monday through Saturday in Wisconsin Rapids. Go, go, go to 8th Street Auto. Appleton coming to bat here in the bottom of the fourth inning, and Tyler Beyer, the Wisconsin Rapids relief pitcher, ready to work his second inning. He came on to start the third in relief of Ethan Peterson, who allowed all 5 Appleton runs in the first 2 innings on 7 hits. Beyer retired the side in order in the third, and he is looking for another good inning here in the fourth to help keep Wisconsin Rapids within shouting distance of Appleton. And he jumps ahead quickly now, 0-2 on Max Martin, the leadoff batter. 5-1, Rangers trail. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Beyer makes quick work of the leadoff batter, and now Aaron Ryland, the leadoff batter in the Appleton order. He's batting for the 3rd time today. He walked and singled so far. And he puts down a bunt down the third base line, and Wisconsin Rapids can do nothing but let it roll as they couldn't get to it in time, and it stops about 15 feet from the third base bag in fair territory. So Ryland reaches on a bunt single with 1 out.
TJ Van Eperen.
TJ Van Eperen now, the Appleton pitcher, coming up. Ryland, the runner at first, 1 out here in the 4th inning. 5-1 Appleton. And Van Eperen squaring to bunt. Pulls the bat back, and a steal by Aaron Ryland. So Ryland steals second base, and now Appleton has a runner in scoring position with 1 out for Van Eperen, who took a strike on that first pitch from Beyer. Squared again, but pulled the bat back and took a ball. So we'll see what Appleton has in mind here on the 3rd pitch. Van Eperen asks for and is granted time, as Beyer took a little bit of extra time checking the runner Ryland at second base. Five to 1 Appleton. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. Appleton batting with 1 out. And there's a drive to left field. That ball is hit pretty deep, and it is gone. A 2-run homer for TJ Van Eperen. And that 2-run shot gives Appleton now a 7-1 lead in the 4th inning. It was a 1-1 pitch from Beyer, and Van Eperen jumped on it, pulled it hard to left field, and it was pretty much a no-doubter when it left the infield. That ball was hit hard, and it sailed over the fence.
Right fielder.
So
Monroe.
Tyler Beyer gives up his 2nd hit of the inning. And the 2 runs puts Appleton on top 7-1 now with 1 out in the 4th. Will Monroe stepping in. Takes a ball. And he hits it into left field, and that is over the head of Caleb Kromenacher and out of here for a solo blast. So Appleton striking with the long ball here in the 4th inning to score 3 runs, and they now lead Wisconsin Rapids 8-1. That ball was hit very hard on a line drive, and it was definitely over the head of Caleb Kromenacher, and it looked like it was perhaps going to hit the outfield fence there, but it carried over the fence for a home run. So back-to-back home runs by TJ Van Eperen and Will Monroe boost Appleton to an 8-1 lead with 1 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Wisconsin Rapids are really in a deep hole right now when they will come to bat in the 5th inning.
Your attention, please. There is a vehicle in the parking lot, license number 879.
Court Halber came out to the mound after that homer to talk with Tyler Beyer, most likely just to try to settle him down. And now Bubba Thompson is up. Thompson has a pair of singles so far in the game in 2 appearances at the plate. So Appleton jumping all over Wisconsin Rapids pitching today. 2 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 3 more here in the fourth. And they lead the Rangers 8-1. One ball and 2 strikes now the count on Bubba Thompson. It isn't real deep in left field where the 2 home runs were hit. It's 315 straight down the line, and both of those home runs went over the fence about 75 feet or so to the right of the foul pole. So it's, it might be about 330 feet out there to the spot where those home runs cleared the fence. Ball in the dirt, 2-2 now on Bubba Thompson, the Appleton shortstop, looking for his 3rd hit of the game already. Tyler Beyer, the Wisconsin Rapids pitcher, had a 1-2-3 third inning, but has given up 3 runs here in the 4th, and now the count runs full on Thompson. Low pitch, fouled away.
Baseballs we need to the field, please. Any baseballs?
And a swing and a miss to get Thompson for the 2nd out. So that brings up Wes Summers now, the Appleton catcher. He's 1 for 2 today. Fouls the first pitch off down into the Wisconsin Rapids bullpen area.
Jim, here comes 1 at least, I see. Or actually 2, thank you. Thank you to those that are helping us out.
So a slight delay here while all the foul balls are collected. Plate umpire back in position. Wes Summers the batter. And he rips one into left field, and that's over the head of Caleb Kromenacher and rolls all the way to the fence at the 315 sign, and that's a stand-up double for Wes Summers with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. So no let-up by the Appleton hitters here. Again, this inning, a solo home run, a 2-run home run, and now a double as they have gotten to relief pitcher Tyler Beyer. 2 outs. Appleton leading the Rangers 8-1, and Ben Babich steps in. And he takes a called strike 1. Fouled back, 0-2. Beyer looks in and gets his sign. And it is looped into right center, and it gets down for a base hit, a diving try by Eric Huber out there in center field, but he couldn't quite reach it. And that single produces another run as Wes Summers scores, and it's now 9-1 Appleton in the bottom of the 4th inning. So the hits just keep on coming for Appleton here in this inning. 5 hits now in the 4th inning for Appleton. and 4 runs.
First baseman Carson Colby,
Carson Colby, the batter for Appleton. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. And Beyer gets a strike in there on him. Hit into the hole between first and second into right field. And first baseman Nathan Kromenacher comes up firing to first, but it's a little late on Colby as he beats it out for a single. So that gives Appleton
the second baseman,
another hit. That's 6 hits here in the inning. As Ben Babich moves to second base on the play. 2 down. Appleton leading Wisconsin Rapids 9-1. Appleton with 13 hits, Wisconsin Rapids with 2. And we have a courtesy runner for Appleton.
At first base, number 16, Chase Dornfeld.
Chase Dornfeld, the courtesy runner. Actually, that's a pinch runner for Carson Colby. Colby is the first baseman.
Batter is the second baseman, Brennan Chenoweth.
So I'm sure the Appleton thinking here is to get a faster runner at third, and that if they could score those 2 runs, it would put them ahead 11-1 going to the 5th inning and give them a chance to end the game early on the 10-run rule. This one is popped up into short right field near the line, and Nathan Kromenacher comes over for the catch, and that ends the inning. But Appleton with 4 more runs on 6 hits in the inning, and after 4 complete, Appleton leads Wisconsin Rapids 9-1.
At Stratford Building Supply, we do more than build quality homes. We also provide the area with a variety of building supplies for contractors and homeowners. Whether you're looking for a custom floor plan or home repair supplies, look no further than Stratford Building Supply. With 2 locations, we make it the convenient choice. Contact us in Park Falls or Stratford, 715-687-4125 and stratfordbuilding.com. Stratford Building Supply. We build anything, anywhere.
Wisconsin Rapids comes to bat in the top of the 5th inning. The Rangers' Garrett Huber will lead it off, and he fouls the first pitch back. Wisconsin Rapids facing a major uphill battle at this point, down 9-1 to Appleton. So the Rangers would like to get at least a couple of runs here to get away from a potential 10-run verdict after 5. If they don't score here and Appleton gets 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, the game would be over. And there's a strikeout now on Huber for the first out. That'll bring up Cody Bradle. The winner of this game will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow against Oshkosh. That will be a winner's bracket game. The last 2 teams without a loss would meet in that game. The loser of this Appleton-Wisconsin Rapids game will play at 12:30 against Oconomowoc in an elimination game. So Everybody wants to stay in the winner's bracket for obvious reasons. And in order for Wisconsin Rapids to do that, they're going to need a big rally. There's a ground ball out to short, and picked up there by Bubba Thompson, and he makes the throw over to first for out number 2. So
Shortstop.
2 quick outs
Whipfley.
here for Wisconsin Rapids. Jake Whipfley now the batter. He grounded out in his only at-bat so far. Swings and misses at the first pitch. One ball, one strike now on Whipfley. Hit on the ground too short, and Thompson picks it up again and throws to first. So it's a 1-2-3 inning, and we move now to the bottom of the 5th with Appleton coming up, and they lead the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers 9-1.
Wausau Homes Marshfield makes custom-built homes. As a quality home builder, Wausau Homes Marshfield can build any design you bring in, or you can choose from more than 150 customizable designs in any budget. Our stress-free home building process guarantees a firm price at signing, an exact move-in date, and endless options to design your perfect home, all within as little as 3 months. Visit Wausau Homes Marshfield on South Central Avenue and Wausau Homes Marshfield on Facebook.
Marshfield Insurance is making insurance fun. Let's be real, buying insurance isn't always the most fun. Marshfield Insurance is making insurance fun with the best people, great environment, and rates to fit your budget. Get your free quote for home, auto, business, health, and life right now at marshfieldinsurance.net. Marshfield Insurance, making insurance fun. Appleton coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and we've got another pitching change now for Wisconsin Rapids. It's Josh Schwalbach replacing a Bayer for the Rangers. So the Rangers using their 3rd pitcher of the game today. Wisconsin Rapids leading it here, or rather Appleton leading Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 5th inning, 9-1. If Appleton scores 2 runs this inning, it will end the game on the 10-run rule. So Wisconsin Rapids facing a real challenge as they try to get back into this game. And it's just not been their day. Appleton has banged out 13 hits in the first 4 innings. They have hit a couple of home runs. They chased a starting pitcher, Ethan Peters, after just 2 innings as he threw 55 pitches in those innings. So it's been a rough day for the Rangers so far. Max Martin leading off for Appleton. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Appleton today with 2 home runs and 2 doubles among their 13 hits. One and one now the count on Martin. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Again, Josh Schwalbach in pitching for Wisconsin Rapids. Pitch is high. It's 2-2. Full count now. Schwalbach replaced Austin Bayer, who replaced starter Ethan Peters. And now there's a walk to Martine, leading off the fifth inning, the bottom of the fifth inning for Appleton. Again, if Appleton scores 2 runs here in this at-bat, the game will end on the 10-run rule. Appleton leads 9-1. So Wisconsin Rapids trying to prevent that and allow themselves their final 2 at-bats. You never know, things can turn around, but this is definitely a tough predicament the Rangers find themselves in. Two and one now the count on Aaron Ryland, the leadoff batter for Appleton in the order. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Squares to bunt and takes the pitch for a strike. It's 2-2 now. A late swing and a foul out of play. The Wisconsin Rapids outfielders play very shallow. There's a wild pitch allowing Martine to move on to second. Again, the Rangers outfielders play very shallow, and there have been a handful of balls hit over the left field of Caleb Kromenacher today. Full count. And that's in the dirt for ball 4. So the 2 runs that Appleton needs to end the game are on base with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we'll see if number 2 batter TJ Van Eperen is bunting to put them in scoring position or whether he's swinging away. He hit a solo, or rather a 2-run home run his last time up. He's 2 for 2 today, and he does bunt, and it's a good one down the first base line, fielded there by Donovan Brandel, and he makes the throw to second baseman Cody Bradel covering first for the out. But on the sacrifice, the runners move up to second and third. So the 2 runs that could end the game,
first baseman Will Monroe,
are on base now in scoring position. And Will Monroe, who hit a solo home run his last time up, steps in and takes a ball 1. He's 1 for 3. Also has a ground out and a fly out besides the home run. There's a curveball that hangs way high, 1-1. So Wisconsin Rapids trying to prevent an early end to this game. And there's a hit down the left field line that goes foul. The ball was hit fairly hard, but it was hooking pretty rapidly and landed 25 feet foul down the left field line. So 1-2 now, the count on Will Monroe. Again, a single here by Monroe could end the game. Appleton leads 9-1 with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. There's a ball down the first base line, kind of a cue ball shot right off the end of the bat. And it knuckled its way down the line and stayed foul by about probably 6 inches or so. So the count remains 1-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Appleton on top, 9-1. There's a ball low. And they swing and a miss for strike 3. So A big out there for Wisconsin Rapids as it tries to prevent this game from ending early on the 10-run rule. And now it's Bubba Thompson, who's 2 for 3, a couple of singles. He's also struck out swinging. 9-1, Appleton over Wisconsin Rapids. And that's high. Score from Milwaukee. The Cubs lead the Brewers 2-0 in the third inning. So Brewers also needing to come back in their game to pick up a win. Up high, 2-1 now the count on Bubba Thompson. 2 down in the Appleton fifth inning. Appleton leads it 9-1. Ball in the dirt, gets away from catcher Josh Zwicky, but not far enough for the runners to advance. That ball only got about 12 feet away from home plate, and Zwicky quickly jumped out there and tracked it down. 3-1. Hit in the air toward the Rangers dugout. This is going to stay in play, and the catch is made there by Donovan Brandel against the fence. So Wisconsin Rapids stays alive, and that is the final out of the inning. So as we go to the sixth now, it's Appleton 9, Wisconsin Rapids 1.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com.
Josh Schwalbach.
Today's Kerry Van Eert State Farm Agency play of the game, and there isn't a whole lot to pick from for Wisconsin Rapids at this point with just 2 hits, but one of those hits was a solo home run by Gabe Zwicky, who hit his shot in the third inning and gave Wisconsin Rapids its only run of the game thus far. So Gabe Zwicky with the play of the game so far for the Rangers. Give yourself a play of the game by calling Kerry Van Eert, State Farm agent, at 715-424-4181 and get a great quote for life, home, and auto coverage. Join Kerry and her all-star team with a phone call or visit them on Facebook at Kerry Van Eert State Farm. Wisconsin Rapids coming to bat here in the top of the 6th inning, and the Rangers need runs. They are down to Appleton 9-1. As Appleton pitcher T.J. Van Eppert has pretty much shut down the Wisconsin Rapids offense today. Just 2 hits, and one of those hits was a solo home run by Gabe Zwicky, who's leading off here in the 6th for the Rangers. 5 strikeouts for Van Eppert, no walks, so he has pitched a fine game. And he's still on the mound here in the 6th inning, having thrown just 61 pitches. And he starts Gabe Zwicky out with a strike. 13 hits for Appleton, just 2 for Wisconsin Rapids. No errors in the game. Appleton has left 7 runners on base. Wisconsin Rapids just 1. Ooh, and there's a high, tight one that Zwicky has to bend backward on to get out of the way. And I think we've lost track of the count. I thought it was 3-1, but let's see. There's a called strike. So, yeah, it's 3-1. 3-1 now, yep. There's a shot to third and glove there with one hand by Max Martin, and he throws across the diamond to Will Monroe to get the first out of the inning.
Left fielder Caleb Kromenacher.
Caleb Kromenacher now coming to bat for Wisconsin Rapids. He's the leadoff batter in the order. He's 0 for 2 today, a couple of ground outs. 9-1 Appleton over Wisconsin Rapids in the top of the sixth. And there's a pop-up into short right center field. And second baseman Brennan Chenoweth ranges back and makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for the Rangers
Jack Wenzel
in the 6th inning. And now Jack Wenzel coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. And a swing and a miss at the first pitch. Appleton leading 9-1, looking to join Oshkosh in a winner's bracket game at 3 o'clock tomorrow. They would be the only 2 remaining unbeaten teams. Wisconsin Rapids, if it loses, will play Oconomowoc at 12:30 tomorrow, and that is an elimination game. 2-1 now on Wenzel. Shout out to Richard Dunn, who is watching from Wisconsin Rapids today. Glad to have you with us, Richard. Too bad we can't have a little better result on the field right now for you, but the Rangers are trying to reverse that. But it's been a tough sled at this point. Ball in the dirt, and the count now is full on Jack Wenzel with 2 down here in the top of the 6th. The Rangers trailing Appleton 9-1. Popped up and out of play behind the backstop. So we'll do it again at 3-2. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, so that takes care of Wisconsin Rapids here in the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the inning, and it remains Appleton 9, Wisconsin Rapids 1.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Armandale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Armandale Schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Appleton coming to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading Wisconsin Rapids 9-1. And the Rangers face the same situation they faced in the 5th inning. They have to prevent Appleton from scoring 2 runs, because if Appleton does that, it will end the game with an 11-1 victory on the 10-run rule. So Wisconsin Rapids trying to shut that down and then mount a prolific rally in the top of the 7th inning. Wes Summers steps in as the leadoff batter in the inning and looks at ball one from Josh Schwalbeck, the third pitcher for the Rangers today. And there's a soft liner into center field. Coming hard is Garrett Huber, and he gets to the ball but can't keep it in his glove as he slid. And so that'll be base hit number 14 for Appleton today.
The left fielder, Ben Babbage.
Just a very tough day for Wisconsin Rapids pitchers today. Ben Babbage comes up. He's 1 for 3. And there's a wild pitch. And that will allow Wes Summers to move to second base now. Wisconsin Rapids must prevent Appleton from scoring twice this inning, because that would end the game on the 10-run rule. Hit hard on a line to left field, and Caleb Kromenacher chases it down out there for out number 1.
Center fielder Chase Dornfeld.
Chase Dornfeld, playing center field, comes up for Appleton. He came in as a pinch runner last inning. And stayed in the game. Count now 1-1 on Dornfeld. Schwalbeck turns and looks at second, but does not throw. There's a pitch low. 2-1 now on Dornfeld, batting for the first time today. Hits it sharply past third baseman Gabe Zwicky into left field. And coming in from second base is Wes Summers, and he scores as the throw is late. And on the throw, Dornfeld moves to second. So the game-ending run is out there now at second base in the form of Dornfeld. So he gets an RBI single on that, moves to second base on the throw. And that brings up Brennan Chenoweth. Chenoweth 1 for 3. He singled his first time up, also struck out and flied out. So just one out here in the inning, and the game-ending run in Chase Dornfeld is out at second base. So Wisconsin Rapids now down 10-1 and must keep that runner at second from scoring, or this game will be prematurely finished on the 10-run rule. And there's a shot into left field, and it's foul. Not by much, maybe a foot or two out there. So the Rangers can breathe a sigh of relief on that one, as it just hooked a bit foul. In the air to right, and going back and making the catch out there is Nathan Kromenacher. So he flags it down for the second out. And on the play, Dornfeld moves to third base. So the game-ending run now is 90 feet away with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Appleton leads Wisconsin Rapids 10-1. And needs one more run to win on the 10-run rule. Again, the winner plays tomorrow at 3 o'clock The loser plays at 12:30. And a ball to Max Martin, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. He's ahead in the count 2-0. And that pitch hits him. So hit by pitch, and his run is inconsequential. Again, Appleton leads 10-1 and needs 1 run to end the game on the 10-run rule. And that run is standing at third base in the form of Chase Dornfeld. Aaron Ryland now the leadoff batter in the order. He's 2 for 2. He steps in. Has 2 singles and 2 walks today. And a hit here or any kind of action that would allow the runner at third to come in and score will end the game. That's inside. It's 2-0 now to Ryland. Three and 0. There's a called strike. Chopped, too short, cut off by the third baseman, and the throw by Gabe Zwicky to first is late as Ryland beats it out for his 3rd single of the day, and that allows Chase Dornfeld to score from third base, and that is the game-ending run. So Wisconsin Rapids on that hit and RBI, or rather Appleton on that hit and RBI,
3 base hits, 0 errors, and 2 left on base.
Makes the score 11-1, and it gives Appleton the victory over Wisconsin Rapids. Coming up next in the Mankey Automotive postgame show, we'll talk to Wisconsin Rapids manager Court Halbert about the game and about tomorrow's game. The Rangers will play at 12:30 against Oconomowoc in an elimination game. Mankey is the area's best choice for auto body repair. Mankey Automotive, located at 510 25th Avenue North in Wisconsin Rapids. Mankey Automotive, we meet the nicest people by accident.
And now, the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
And now, the continuing adventures of Captain Collision.
Aha, the phone. Hello, Mankey's Automotive and Collision Center.
Hi, Captain Collision. I was backing out of the driveway and trying to text my friend and hit the snowbank thingy, and boom. Know what I mean?
Of course. Of course, Rob and the rest of the Mankey team can fix anything. They can give you a free estimate, free pickup and delivery, and a lifetime warranty on your repair work. Now let's get to work. Mankey's Automotive and Collision Repair, 25th Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Mankey Automotive postgame show. Again, Wisconsin Rapids loses today to Appleton 11-1, drops from the losers bracket, or from the winners bracket, rather. And the Rangers now will play at 12:30 Sunday against Oconomowoc. Wisconsin Rapids now 26-9 this season. Oconomowoc comes into tomorrow's game with a 19-10 record. Appleton, with the victory, improves to 25-4 this season, and they advance to a winner's bracket game against Oshkosh at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Oshkosh will come into that game with a 20-4 record, so the winner of that one will advance to essentially the championship round, where it would have to win just one of two games to claim the state championship and advance to national regional action. Wisconsin Rapids, on the other hand, will have to fight back now through the losers bracket, and that's always a difficult situation as you try to come back through the losers bracket where your pitching gets taxed pretty heavily. The Rangers used 3 pitchers today to cover the 6 innings, and it was a difficult day for all of them as Appleton knocked out, let's see, let me grab my score sheet here. Appleton banged out 16 hits in today's game off 3 Wisconsin Rapids pitchers, left 7 men on base. Wisconsin Rapids had just 2 hits on the day, and one of them was a solo home run in the 3rd inning by Gabe Zwicky. So that was the only time the Rangers were able to dent the scoreboard today. So just a tough day overall for Wisconsin Rapids. Just looking at the pitching chart here, Ethan Peters was the starter today. He had not lost a game this season. He came in with a 1.00 ERA, and Appleton hit him pretty hard. He only lasted 2 innings. He gave up 7 hits. He struck out 2 batters. He walked 1. So Ethan Peters just did not have it today like he normally has had in past performances. And just in those 2 innings, he was relieved by Tyler Beyer. Beyer came on and threw 2 innings, and he didn't have a lot of success either. He gave up 6 hits, all in his 2nd inning of work. 2 of those 6 hits were home runs. He did not walk anybody and struck out 3. So a little bit of a mixed bag of results there for Tyler Beyer today. And then Beyer was relieved to start the 5th inning by Josh Schwalbeck. He came on and pitched the final 1 2/3 innings. Again, there was 1 out in the Appleton 6th when they pushed across the run that put them ahead by 10 runs and allowed the game to end on the 10-run rule with an 11-1 verdict. Josh Schwalbeck today in those 1 2/3 innings allowed 3 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 1. So on the day overall, just not a good day for the Rangers pitchers. They gave up 16 hits. They walked 3 batters. They hit a batter. Schwalbeck hit a batter, and they struck out 6 batters. So the Rangers with a very tough day, and they will now have to come back, as I said before, through the losers bracket, and that will start on Sunday. And again, that game on Sunday, there'll be 3 games on Sunday, as the first game at 10 a.m. is Eau Claire versus Rock County. Game number 2 Sunday at 12:30 p.m. That matches Wisconsin Rapids against Oconomowoc. And the final game on Sunday, the third game Sunday, is the winner's bracket game between Appleton and Oshkosh. So Wisconsin Rapids manager Court Halber joins us now. And not much to say about this one. It's just one of those days at the ballpark where things just didn't go right, and it's very difficult, isn't it, to battle back from something like that?
Yeah, I mean, our pitching wasn't there. They were hitting us. We weren't finding our spots, leaving too many balls over the plate. We had a few 0-2 counts that we just didn't locate pitches and gave them balls a hit. Our bats, I thought we had some pretty bad at-bats. We were letting a lot of pitches go early in the zone. He was getting up 0-2, even he was throwing a first ball strike that we were just not jumping on. We got to do a better at that tomorrow.
Ethan Peters, your starting pitcher, for whatever reason, just could never really settle into anything. Did you detect anything with him about why that happened?
No, I think he just didn't have his stuff today. That's why we made the switch. Hopefully we can make it back to Tuesday. He will be available for Tuesday when we go make it back through the bracket here.
The only run today is on a Gabe Zwicky solo home run. Good for him, and it gave you a little bit of hope at the time. You were down 5-1 after that home run, but you just couldn't sustain any offense throughout the day, just 2 hits.
Yeah, I mean, we needed a spark there. He gave us a little jump. I think if we would have fouled it up with a few hits there, it would have completely changed the game, but we were pretty flat, which was not good to see. We got to come out with a little more fire next time.
Okay, 12:30 Sunday, you'll play Oconomowoc. Do you know much about Oconomowoc?
Don't know a ton about them. I know we just got to come out. We got to play a better game than we played today, and we'll be all right.
Okay, that's Court Halber joining us on the Mankey Automotive postgame show. Thank him for coming up after a tough loss to Appleton today in the Class AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament at Casper Park in Chippewa Falls. And again, the Rangers fall 11-1 to a very good Appleton team. Take nothing away from Appleton. They were on top of their game today. They are 25-4 this season. They have the best winning percentage in this state tournament. So they are a high-level quality baseball team, and they showed it today in that win against Wisconsin Rapids. So the Rangers will have to fight back now through the losers bracket. Again, they play at 12:35 Sunday against Oconomowoc. Tune in to Zaleski Sports right here tomorrow. We'll have that game as well as any other future games of Wisconsin Rapids in this tournament. But it's do or die time now for the Rangers. They must win to continue playing. So tomorrow, 12:30, they get their next chance against Oconomowoc. So signing off from Casper Park here in Chippewa Falls, I'm Doug Zaleski. Thanks to Marissa Zaleski and Rachel Zaleski, the co-producers of the game today. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow.